Okay, how is everybody doing today? And welcome back to another edition of Juggernaut Retro reviews. And through the month of November, I'm going to be reviewing Survivor Series pay-per-views. And on this edition, I'm going to be talking about Survivor Series 1991, which this show was held on November 27th, 1991 from Detroit, Michigan at the Joe Louis Arena. And the attendance for the show was 17,500. Yeah, so I'm not gonna waste any time. So this show, was not that good, and I'm happy I'm getting this show out of the way pretty early and stuff. Yeah, this show was not that good. I mean, it's historic, with Undertaker winning his first ever WWE Championship. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot of really exciting things on this show. But yeah, let's talk about the first match that kicked off the show, which we had was a 4-on-4 Survivor Series match. We had Ric Flair. This is basically Ric Flair's team. So we had Ric Flair, the Mountie, Ted DiBiase, Warlord, and Mr. Perfect was in the corner as well as Jimmy Hart and Sensational Sherry. And they were going up against Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, Virgil, and the British Bulldog. So this team, this was a pretty stacked Survivor Series match with all the talent you had in this match here. It was pretty stacked. There was, some nice stuff in this match. You had a lot of Virgil in this match. He was in a majority of this match. Like, he got a lot of action in it, which was very surprising. Like, you would think. I would thought we would have saw, like, a lot of Bret Hart, but we didn't see a whole lot of Bret Hart in this match. British Bulldog looked good in this match. Roddy Piper, he looked good. He got some pretty good action in here. The Mountie, he was kind of doing a little awkward stuff in this match. Like, there was one point where he tried to tag out of the match, and no one wanted to tag the Mountie. So that was a little awkward spot in the match. And the ending was just very, anticlimactic. Like, it wasn't very good. Like, so, there was a whole bunch of people brawling in the ring. And Ric Flair wasn't a part of the action. He was not doing anything. He was on the outside of the ring. So everybody who was inside the ring got disqualified or they got disqualified from the match. So this whole Survivor became Ric Flair. So he won the match for his team. I wasn't a big fan of the ending. Like I said, very anticlimactic. It was a way to get some heat on Ric Flair. But yeah, this was not very good. It was a good match. There were good points in the match, but I just wasn't a fan of the ending here with everybody getting disqualified. And then we will move on to the next match. Also, another reason why I'm not a really big fan of this pay-per-view, because I feel like they were doing more to build up towards this Tuesday in Texas, which was going to be a pay-per-view coming up later on that following week for WWE. Because they had the whole segment with Jake the Snake Roberts and the Macho Man, and then Jake the Snake brought out his snake and had it bite had to bite Macho Man's arm. Very classic segment there. So they had a lot of stuff, the commentary, was talking about that quite a bit. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan, they were talking about a lot about that match. But yeah, so they were basically building it up and Jake the Snake Roberts is doing this whole gimmick and saying, "Believe me." He's doing his whole "believe me" thing or whatever he's doing. He goes no, trust me. He's doing this whole "trust me" thing gimmick. But yeah, they're basically building up that. But yeah, as a kid, if I was watching this as a kid, I would kind of be terrified. Going oh, that snake bit, like even if it was devenomized, that's still a pretty scary situation. You know what I mean? Like with a snake biting you, so that's kind of like a big ballsy move there. But yeah, basically during this whole show, they were just trying to set up matches for this Tuesday in Texas, which would, like I said, so Survivor Series was on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So like that Wednesday kids get off, and then so it would have been on that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so because the next day would have been Thanksgiving. But yeah, let's actually move on to the next match, which we had was another Survivor Series elimination match. We had Sergeant Slaughter, Jim Duggan, the Texas Tornado, and Tio Santana, aka El Matador. That's what he was going by, going up against Mustafa, the Berserker, Skinner, Hercules, and General Anad. This was a decent match here. A Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, he was looking really good, doing some real nice stuff in here. Tito Santana, or, aka El Matador, the gimmick that he was going by, he was looking amazing in this match. I'm pretty sure this is where, the whole babyface team, they were this sole survivor. So Sergeant Slaughter, Jim Duggan, the Texas Tornado, Tio Santana, they all won the match. None of them got eliminated, so they all eliminated the other team. There was a lot of USA chants with, Jim Duggan and stuff. I didn't really care much for Sergeant Slaughter in this match. Just didn't care for him that much here. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool match nonetheless. I mean, there's not really much else to talk about this match, though. But everybody did, their job in this match. Did it fine here. And then next, we'll move on to the WWE Championship match. We had Hulk Hogan defend the title against The Undertaker, and Paul Bearer was in the corner. So, a year prior to this, 1990, Undertaker made his debut, WWF debut at Survivor Series. And then now, a year later, he is going for the WWE Championship. So they had this whole build to this, they had this whole funeral parlor segment, and Ric Flair was there. Ric Flair, he was saying that he's the real champion and all that. Hulk Hogan's not a real champion at all, and Ric Flair is gonna be the only real champion around and all that after he loses the title to the Undertaker. And then they had, Undertaker come out of the casket on, during the funeral parlor and hit Hulk Hogan in the back of with the urn. So I mean, it's a classic segment that they had on a Raw. I think it was on a Raw. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, about this match, I mean, there's a lot of criticism about this match. With because back in I think 2020 or 2019, whenever Undertaker was doing all these promos and doing all these interviews and stuff, he was saying that Hulk Hogan, he was the only reason how he got his rematch at this Tuesday in Texas, because he was saying Undertaker wasn't being safe. So I mean, he was saying Undertaker wasn't being safe because with that tombstone that Taker did to Hulk Hogan on the steel chair, saying that he wasn't being safe at all. But about the match, I think the match was good. I mean, it was a fine match. I mean, I think it was better than their Judgment Day match, in my opinion. And the crowd was definitely split here. You had kind of a lukewarm kind of reaction to Hulk Hogan a little bit in this match. And then also Undertaker, he got 50-50 because, he was a heel at this point. And also when Undertaker was working as a heel, he really do a lot of chokeholds and do a lot of wrestle, a lot of chokes and stuff. And then when Undertaker did those chokes, his eyes will go roll back into his head, and you just see his white of his eyes. So very, very creepy stuff there. And Undertaker's this like new character. Go like, oh, you don't know, still don't know much about him. Even though he's very he's like a phenomenon, and it's like very dark and demonic and all that. But yeah, I mean, we had a lot of interference in this match. Ric Flair coming down to the ring, distracting Hogan, bringing in the steel chair, and then the Undertaker doing this tombstone on the chair. And I think like prior to this, Hulk Hogan, he went up to Undertaker and said, "Hey man, I got a bad neck." He goes like, don't hurt my neck. And apparently I guess Undertaker wrapped him up too tight, and like it didn't like really hurt his neck very much, but like it kind of hurt him a little bit or something. I don't know exactly. Because Hulk Hogan, because there were people coming to the ring to help out Hogan after the match, and then I think Hogan said like he fucked my neck up or something. Basically, Hogan was just trying to do some politicking to get his title back at Tuesday in Texas, which is something that didn't make any sense. Is like, why give Undertaker the title if they're going to be giving it right back to Hulk Hogan? That didn't make any sense at all. But I mean, they still made Undertaker a huge star, in the future here. But it just didn't make any sense for him to lose the title, for Undertaker to win the title, to lose it back like a week later. It just didn't make any sense at all. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. I mean, it was cool seeing Taker win his first WWE Championship. And then the next match we're going to talk about is the another 4-on-4 Survivor Series match. We had the Nasty Boys and the Beverly Brothers going up against going up against the Bushwhackers and the Rockers. This was a very long match, but basically the whole storyline behind this match, or the whole thing that they were trying to set up for this match, was they were trying to set up the tension between the Rockers here. Like with Shawn Michaels, he's doing a lot of showboating in this match. I think this is the first time where he hit his first like super kick. So he was being very cocky in this match, being very showboating. Hitting some big moves off the top rope. Classic showboating Shawn Michaels. But yeah, basically, Marty Jannetty, he picked up one of the Nasty Boys and hit Shawn Michaels in the face, and then Shawn Michaels got rolled up. And then, the classic, mean Shawn Michaels came out, where he was pissed off at Marty Jannetty because he cost him, and he said, "Hey, you finish the match, and you finish it up." And that really ended up costing, Marty Jannetty, and that really ended up costing the team. So, I mean, Nasty Boys and the Beverly Brothers won this match. Like I said, this match was just really dragged out really long, but it kind of made sense because, to set up the tension between Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, showing the like ripples in their team, and like showing them that they're getting ready to break up. It made sense to do. But I mean, this Shawn Michaels here was like looking pretty good. He was looking like really good in the ring. But yeah, I mean, it was fine for what it was. Just a really long match though. And then we have the main event, which was a 3-on-3 Survivor Series match. We had the Big Boss Man and the Legion of Doom going up against IRS Erwin R. Shyster and the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. So, I mean, the crowd was so much behind the Legion of Doom, that there's so much Legion of Doom chants here. This match wasn't that great, to be honest. I mean, for what it was. I mean, IRS, he eliminated Big Boss Man by hitting Big Boss Man with a briefcase, and then Big Boss Man got eliminated. And then IRS tried hitting, pretty sure it was Animal with the briefcase. But he ended up missing that and hit Typhoon. and Typhoon got pinned from Animal. And then Earthquake, when he was pissed, so Typhoon and Earthquake, they both left the ring. They both left the ring, so they left RS to kind of defend for himself. So Animal and Hawk, they ended up double teaming him and stuff, doing some double team moves on him. And Hawk went up to the top rope, hit Lariat off the top rope, got the 1, 2, 3. So the winners of the match were the Big Boss Man and the Legion of Doom, and the crowd popped hard for Legion of Doom. A lot of kids and a lot of fans, like a lot of people were huge marks of the Legion of Doom at this point. And Ultimate Warrior, he wasn't in the company at this point. He was already out of the WWF at this point. So it was nice to see that the Legion of Doom, they were getting this like nice top spot here. It was pretty cool. But yeah, the Big Boss Man, Legion of Doom won this main event here. And yeah, that was Survivor Series 1991. Overall, like I said, this wasn't the greatest Survivor Series. Like I said, it's basically trying to set up for like the next pay-per-view. Or like trying to set up for like another show, like for this Tuesday in Texas. And it kind of made sense why they put the Undertaker and Hulk Hogan match in the middle of the card, because to have time to set up the rematch for this Tuesday in Texas. And but definitely I think the best match of the show on the night was the opener with Ric Flair's team. And then I also liked how Undertaker won his first ever WWE Championship, or WWF Championship, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that was Survivor Series 91, guys. Some videos got coming up this week I'm going to be doing my WWE Crown Jewel predictions probably tomorrow. If I don't do it tomorrow, maybe I might do it later on tonight. I don't know yet. We'll see. Which, as I'm doing this I'm recording this on Wednesday. Also, I got some more Survivor Series reviews to do for you guys. What else I got? Later on this week, I'm going to be doing my Crown Jewel review, which is, I'll probably do that on maybe Saturday, and I might come up here and do it, or Sunday. We'll see. We'll see what day I want to review the show. As well as I got some more watch-alongs to do for you guys. Like I said, more retro reviews. Definitely going to be pumping a lot of these out through the month of November here. And also, if this is your first time ever checking out my channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos. Also, hit the like button. Go down in the comments. If you guys want to see any certain Survivor Series reviewed, like right away, go down in the comments. Because if you put one down in the comments, the quicker I'm going to get around to reviewing that Survivor Series. And also, I'm going to be making a playlist of all the Survivor Series that I have reviewed, because I have reviewed, I think, 80, 89, 90, 90, 91, 95, 2001, I think. I don't know if there was an 88. I might be mistaken, but yeah, so if you guys want to see me do any certain Survivor Series reviewed, go down in the comments below. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on other videos I should do, go down in the comments, let me know. And also, hit the like button, share the video to all your friends, your family, share it on all social media platforms. And follow me on my social medias at the True JSP on Instagram and Twitter. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out. And I will catch you guys in my next video. So peace out.